Archangel Michael says, "This message is not just a coincidence. It has traveled years through time, through realms you cannot see, through emotions too sacred to be forgotten. There exists a letter with your name on it, handwritten by someone who was meant to love you completely, but it was never delivered. This letter was not lost. It was hidden. Buried in silence by the same hands that trembled while writing it, afraid that you wouldn't receive it with the heart it was meant for. They waited for a sign to send it. But life happened. The courage they needed never arrived, and the pages were tucked away, until now. Today, that letter is no longer in hiding. The divine has intervened. And the truth in it is about to make its way into your world again." Type Amen to get blessing 444. Archangel Michael says, "You may feel an unfamiliar presence around you lately. Someone watching over you, feeling your emotions even from afar. This presence is deeply connected to the one who wrote that letter. The letter was filled with emotions your soul has been craving. It had dreams, confessions, fears, and promises. And though they never delivered it, the energy in it never died. In a spiritual dimension, your name is still wrapped around that letter. It's glowing. And heaven is preparing a way for it to reach you in the most unexpected form. You may receive a call, a text, or hear a song that seems too specific. That's not a coincidence. That's the moment the letter begins to whisper again." Type Amen to get blessing 333. They wrote about the day they first saw you. They wrote how their breath stopped and how time slowed. Even now, that memory is alive in their soul like a loop. They admitted they didn't feel worthy of your presence. They thought you deserved someone better. But still, they couldn't help but feel tied to you in ways they couldn't explain. They never stopped thinking of you. Even while with others, their heart stayed in your direction. They just didn't know how to come back. So instead, they held their truth captive in that letter. They read it to themselves 1,000 times, pretending you heard every word. But you never did, until now. Type Amen to get blessing 919. This letter is spiritually protected. No force of darkness could destroy it. It waited for the perfect divine moment to awaken. And that moment is now. Something has shifted in the spirit world. And the words once kept in silence are now echoing loudly in the realm around you. There will be signs. You'll hear their name again. You'll see reminders that stir something in your soul. It may bring tears. It may bring release. But above all, it will bring clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. The letter spoke of dreams. Of shared sunsets, of growing old, of laughter that never fades. They wrote about how your voice lingered in their ears like music. They wanted to hold your hand during your storms. They wanted to be the arms you collapsed into after victories and heartbreaks. They wanted to build a home not made of bricks but of love. They never stopped hoping. But fear was louder than hope back then. That's why they never sent the letter. But now, heaven is silencing fear. The divine has taken over. And the message buried in time is breathing again. Type Amen to get blessing 707. Some souls are woven together beyond logic. You are one of those pairs. No matter how long you were separated, your energies remained synced. Even if years passed, the bond didn't dissolve. It just waited, patiently, faithfully. Now the bond is reigniting, stronger than ever before. That letter is not just ink and paper. It's sacred prophecy. It's the soul of someone you never stopped feeling even in their absence. Their words will reach you not just through letters but through divine encounters. A stranger may say something they once said. You may see numbers, dreams, or images that make no sense, yet feel like everything. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Their life was incomplete without you. They tried to move on, but your memory was stitched into every moment. The letter was their secret place to return when they felt lost. Each word written was a tether. A cry from their heart saying, I miss you, without the courage to say it aloud. Now, that tether is pulling them closer again. The angels have found the letter. Not the literal one, but the message in their heart. And they are bringing it back into your life wrapped in divine timing. Don't be surprised if they reach out soon. Don't be shocked if you dream of them repeatedly. It's all part of the unraveling. Type Amen to get blessing 1122. This is not just romantic. This is spiritual. You are connected beyond flesh and memories. They were your soulmate. But sometimes soulmates must part for healing. That season of healing is complete now. The reunion energy is strong. It's floating in your atmosphere. You may feel nervous, even overwhelmed, but it's a holy moment. Heaven doesn't release old love letters unless it's time. The moment is sacred. And you were chosen to receive it now. Type Amen to get blessing 555. There will be interference. The enemy doesn't want you to receive this love. But Archangel Michael is standing guard over this moment. You will see divine protection like never before. Every obstacle in the way is falling like dust. Every voice that lied to you about love is being silenced. Their soul is moving toward you. The one who once wrote in secret is now preparing to speak aloud. Prepare your spirit to receive. You may find an old object, a memory that jolts your heart. That is the universe pulling strings to bring you closer. Don't ignore it. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Archangel Michael says, you are not forgotten. Even in silence, you were deeply remembered. They wanted to be with you on birthdays. They cried for missing your milestones. But they had to go through their own transformation. And now, they are no longer who they used to be. They are being led by angels. The same angels that are guiding this message to you now. Let the tears flow. Let your heart speak back in quiet moments. They will feel it. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. You are not hallucinating. You're not imagining this connection. The divine realm has confirmed your bond. And now you are being summoned to open your heart again. The world may not understand it, but your spirit does. Love that is heaven-breathed always returns. It may be delayed, but it is never denied. You are entering the moment of return. That letter held a future they longed to live with you. And now, the gate to that future is being unlocked. Step through it with faith. Type Amen to get blessing 313. They are afraid even now. But the angels are whispering to them, telling them it's time. And heaven is whispering to you, telling you to be ready. You will see it in their eyes. You will feel it in your soul. That familiar warmth will rush back like it never left. You'll know. Because your spirit has waited for this moment. And destiny never misses its cue. They were made for you. And the letter they wrote long ago is about to come alive. This time, it will not remain unread. Type Amen to get blessing 644. Let your heart soften. Let forgiveness bloom inside you. Because what's coming is a gift wrapped in vulnerability. They are coming with tears, truth, and the desire to begin again. They want to write a new letter, together. One that doesn't end in silence, but in forever. The divine is opening the chapter. You don't have to chase it. It's already chasing you. Watch closely. A message will come in 3 days. It will confirm everything written here. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Your time of emotional drought is over. This letter was the final key to release your heart from waiting. Now, you will walk into what was always meant for you. Be gentle with yourself. Be open. Because your name was written in love, and that love is returning. Archangel Michael says, you are seen. You are loved. You are being remembered in ways your mind cannot yet grasp. This is the season of reunion. Of alignment. Of letters fulfilled. Type Amen to get blessing 3000. They once believed time would erase their feelings, but it only made them stronger. Every year that passed added more weight to the words in that letter. Now, the moment they feared has become the moment they crave. That letter became their hidden prayer. Each sentence was like a heartbeat on paper. They knew someday it would find its way to you, even if they couldn't deliver it themselves. There were nights they held it close, reading it silently, lips trembling with regret. They wanted to tell you so much more. But they were scared their truth would ruin everything. Instead, they sealed it with longing. They hid it where only fate could retrieve it. And now fate is here, unlocking the vault. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. They heard your name again recently. It shook them to their core. It brought back everything they thought they had buried. Even people around them started mentioning you randomly. Your presence is echoing in their life again, uninvited but irresistible. This is no coincidence, it's spiritual alignment. You've been feeling emotional at random hours. You've been sensing things you can't explain. That's your soul responding to their soul's call. Their heart is restless until they make it right. They are preparing to step forward. You won't have to chase anything, what's meant for you is arriving. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Their path has been full of detours. They chose wrong doors. But your memory was the compass they always returned to. They watched your life from a distance. Sometimes in silence, sometimes in secret. But every time they saw your smile, it broke their heart a little more. They prayed for you, even when they couldn't face you. They loved you, even when they couldn't show you. And now, all that love is flooding back with divine timing. Heaven has commanded that this delay end. You've both grown. And now, reunion doesn't just feel possible, it feels necessary. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. You were the muse behind their silence. The reason they smiled on days they felt empty. You held a part of their soul even without knowing it. The letter was just the beginning. Now, divine orchestration is at play. You may even be guided to a place where their presence surprises you. They won't come empty-handed. They'll carry truth, vulnerability, and perhaps even that letter. Tears will fall, but they'll heal, not hurt. Let the past go. The angels are wiping away the bitterness. Only love remains in this sacred unfolding. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. This message is not for everyone. It's for the one who has always felt someone was missing, but couldn't explain who. It's for the heart that still listens for a voice it hasn't heard in years. You're not crazy for believing they'll return. That belief was planted in you for a reason. Now you understand, it was never just a wish. It was prophecy. Your life is about to shift. Expect strange timings, divine interruptions, and dreams that seem too vivid. They are being pulled toward you by divine frequency. Nothing can stop what heaven has activated. Not distance. Not history. Not fear. Type Amen to get blessing 1711. The person who wrote that letter is carrying it in their spirit. They may not have the physical copy anymore, but their heart still holds every word. And now, the divine is preparing their lips to speak them aloud to you. They practiced what they would say in a mirror once. They cried when your name came out of their mouth. But the day to stay silent has passed. You are not just a memory, they realized you are their mission. You were the part of themselves they lost when they walked away. And now they're coming to reclaim it, with your permission. You may feel anxious. You may doubt. But heaven says trust the pull. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Every relationship they entered after you was a failed attempt to forget you. They tried to replace the irreplaceable. But they couldn't silence the truth, you were their home. You may wonder if it's too late. But in the divine realm, timing bends to purpose. And now purpose has caught up to you both. The letter has already started reaching your atmosphere. Through conversations, songs, synchronicities. Even your social media may start reflecting signs. You'll know the moment it happens. A warm pressure in your chest. A sudden tear without a cause. That's your soul responding. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Archangel Michael says, this reunion is not about romance alone, it's about divine fulfillment. Your destiny is connected to this union. There is work to be done together. Healing to be birthed through your story. Lives will be touched because of what you went through. That's why this letter is resurfacing now. Not for nostalgia, but for purpose. To launch something heaven has been waiting for. Get ready. You are about to receive more than closure. You are about to receive alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 777. They are nervous. They fear you've moved on. But your soul is sending them signals, it's safe to come forward. You've been pulling them in spiritually, even unknowingly. Your heart has been praying in silence. Heaven heard both of you. This letter may not arrive in an envelope. But it will arrive in action. In a voice you recognize. In an embrace that feels like eternity returned. Don't resist what's holy. You waited long enough. This is your season. Type Amen to get blessing 606. Tonight, something will shift. A door you thought was sealed shut will creak open. You'll feel it like electricity on your skin. They may message you. They may appear in your dreams. Or you may find a sign that shakes your soul. This is the release. This is the manifestation. The letter is no longer hidden, it's alive, moving, and near. Let go of fear. Hold on to grace. Because this love, this return, was never ordinary. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. Archangel Michael says, stand still in the presence of this moment. What was buried is being resurrected. And this time, it won't be lost in silence. Get ready to hear what you always needed. Get ready to feel what your heart never forgot. This is divine memory, turning into reality. Type Amen to get blessing 10,000. They are closer than you think. The silence you've endured wasn't for nothing, it was sacred space for preparation. The letter that held back years of love is finally breathing its way into your atmosphere. They have been shown signs too. Angels have whispered your name in their sleep. They have woken up crying, not knowing why, only feeling your soul deeply. They are being guided step by step now. Their hesitation is being turned into divine courage. Their confusion is being replaced with clarity. You will feel their energy soon. Not in memory, but in presence. Heaven has decided that delay has expired. Type Amen to get blessing 1211. You may not even recognize them at first. Their soul will be familiar, but life has changed them. They've been through lessons that refine them for you. They are no longer the version that left. They have been softened, shaped, and spiritually awakened. They come now not as the one who abandoned, but the one who returns with purpose. You may cry when you see them. Not because of pain, but because your soul will remember. The energy between you will be undeniable. Every word in that letter is about to find its voice. Not just in speech, but in action. Not just in apology, but in restoration. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. They will tell you things you never knew. Things they buried out of fear, pride, or immaturity. But now, truth is flowing without resistance. You will feel peace like never before. Even if it starts in tears. Even if it begins with trembling hands. This reunion is holy. It is orchestrated by realms unseen. And no power can stop what heaven has permitted. They want to write a new future with you. Not just rewrite the past. But build what was always meant to stand. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. There is an unseen war happening now. Dark forces that once blocked your love are being cast down. Archangel Michael is personally overseeing this release. The chains are breaking. The delays are ending. And the letter is unfolding in real time. You are about to live in a miracle. This isn't imagination, it's divine alignment. And the path has already been cleared for their return. They are not the same, and neither are you. But what remains the same is love's eternal voice. It waited through years, storms, and distance, only to bloom now. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. You may feel a soft ache in your chest in the coming days. That's your spirit recognizing the arrival. You may hear their name on a stranger's lips, that's confirmation. Don't ignore the nudges. Don't dismiss the dreams. They are divine signals wrapped in disguise. Heaven wants you to be ready. The letter is no longer silent. The voice is on its way to speak the words you've longed for. This isn't a reunion of convenience. It's a sacred alignment of souls. A restoration of what time tried to hide. Type Amen to get blessing 515. You once felt forgotten. But this message proves you were divinely remembered all along. Every word written in that hidden letter was preserved in spirit. Your name was held in love. Your essence was stored in someone's most sacred place. And now, it's being returned to you whole. They are dreaming of you again. They are searching for your energy in crowds. And soon, they will follow that energy straight back to you. This is a season of fulfilled promises. Not just to your heart, but to your destiny. Because the two of you are part of something bigger than emotion. Type Amen to get blessing 171. Archangel Michael says, "What is yours cannot be taken, only delayed." The letter that held your love story was never lost, it was divinely paused. But now, that pause has ended. The angels are pressing play. The story is continuing right where it left off. Expect tears. Expect trembles. But also expect miracles. They are walking toward you, guided not by fear, but by faith. They may carry the original letter, or they may come with a new one. But what matters is that their heart is finally ready to speak it all. Type Amen to get blessing 636. You will hear the words they never had the strength to say. And in that moment, you will understand why the wait was necessary. It wasn't punishment, it was preparation. This is more than a love story. It's a spiritual reawakening. It's heaven's timing unfolding in your favor. Don't look at the calendar. Look at the signs. They are all around you, confirming what your spirit already knows. This message came to you now because your heart is open. Ready to receive. Ready to heal. Ready to begin again. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. When they look into your eyes again, the world will pause. Because their soul never stopped searching for yours. And now, they have found their way back. They may stumble on their words. They may cry more than speak. But the truth will be clear, you were never forgotten. This letter carried pain, hope, and longing. And now, it's carrying renewal, love, and destiny. You will live what was once only written. Get ready to receive. Not just words, but a promise fulfilled. The kind of love that was always meant to return. Type Amen to get blessing 3303. You may not understand everything right now. But your heart feels the shift. That's the letter turning into reality. Let this message be your anchor. Let this moment be your beginning. Because heaven has spoken, this love returns with purpose. You were always the missing piece. And now, the one who held your heart in silence is coming to place it in your hands again, with no more fear. Type Amen to get blessing 11111.